This comedy formula is called the reluctant admission. This happens while you're giving real content, but then you do a boast or you do an exaggeration, and then you kind of backtrack and admit that what you said wasn't true. I tried this when I was speaking in Canada, and I said, well, you know, we all have so much in common. You're Canadian, I'm Canadian. Well, I actually wasn't born in Canada. Well, I just tell people I'm from Canada when I'm traveling through France. Anyway, notice in this exercise, you say the first line very boldly. Then the next line, you kind of really quickly admit, well, not really. And then the next one, you say very quickly, well, actually, it was something totally different. And then you say the word anyway, and you continue on with your speech. Very often in comedy, what we do, I look at comedy as I'm going from Los Angeles to San Francisco, and I'm going straight there on Route 5. And what happens when we do comedy is we take a little side detour and then we come right back to where our roots. So we're giving content and go, I'm a total expert. Well, not exactly an expert. Well, I'm expert at eating ice cream. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, so the comedy becomes what we call in comedy a throwaway. So you want to try and do this exercise and say it as quickly as possible. The reluctant admission comedy formula. First, lie and say it loudly. Second, admission 1, say it with hesitation. Admission 2, admit with embarrassment the truth. Say loudly, anyway. Those of you who are Toastmasters, this formula works great when telling a tall story. Whatever you say, you're going to exaggerate, but this is how you get comedy when you do that. Make a big statement of truth and then admit a total lie. You say, I lost 20 pounds. Next, you say a little quieter, well, I didn't exactly lose it all at once. And then really even softer, maybe looking down at the ground, well, actually, I just lost and gained the same 10 pounds 12 times. Anyway, and move on with the rest of your story or speech. If you don't say the word anyway, you most likely will not get a laugh. Watch my workshop students work their way through this formula.
I introduced myself to a lot of you yesterday. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and I manage healthcare construction projects. I've built hospitals all over the city of Cleveland. Well, I actually took part in building a hospital in the city of Cleveland. Actually, I was in the AR last week. But anyway.
Every single one of my students aces the reading section of the SAT. Well, I think they've gotten a love of reading in my class. I don't think any of my students would recognize a book if they saw one, but anyways.
I married well. Well, let's just say he married well. Let's just say we're still married. Anyway.
I saved this company hundreds of thousands of dollars. Well, maybe it was just several thousand. Actually, they asked me never to come back. Anyway.
To really make this formula rock, it's great if you can have a repeating phrase through every element of this formula. For instance, hey, this morning I just ran a 5K race. Well, actually, it wasn't a full 5K. Actually, this morning I just ate 5 bowls of Special K. Anyways, and now you're going to try it. Pause the video now and work on it. So this exercise works just all the time. Well, maybe not all the time. Well, okay, it works Worked once when I was in Medora, North Dakota. But anyway, I am totally a comedy expert. Well, maybe not a total expert at comedy. Well, I made somebody laugh like a couple weeks ago. It was a knock-knock joke. Anyway, I could do the reluctant admission exercise forever. Well, not exactly forever. I think I can only do it for 10 more seconds. Anyway, it was so great yesterday running a 5K. Well, I don't think it was exactly 5K. Okay, I think I just ate some Special K for breakfast. Anyway, I really have a high degree of education to give you this expertise advice. Well, it wasn't exactly, you know, a high degree like a master's. Well, actually, I'm just really high right now. Anyway, that one wasn't that funny. Well, it wasn't that it was not that